Hikitakia Munbaj. What I remember most of all was seeing him wipe away a film of ice from the window by the side of the front door. I was coming down the stairs. He saw me through the window and waved his mittened hand. I didn't know how to open the door. It had a lock you turned and a lock you slid. We never opened it anyway, not even my parents. The boy on the other side took his mitten off and rapped the pane. "Just a second," I shouted. "I'll let you in from the kitchen." I pointed to my left and ran through the sitting room to the kitchen. I opened the door and, leaving it open, went outside. Hildy raced past me and stopped halfway between the hedge and the front door. She was barking. A beige car was leaving our driveway. "Come on," I shouted, looking to my right. The boy turned without taking a step. "I'll let you in the kitchen door," I said. I called to the dog. "Hildy!" Grabbing the dog's collar, I said, "She won't bite." Hildy didn't budge. "Remember I said I'd come?" said the boy. "You didn't say when," I said. He looked at me. I had a vague recollection of him talking to me earlier that morning in kindergarten as we took our boots off, saying he wanted to come over. He was new. "Come on," I said, waving toward the kitchen door. The boy started following and then passed, leading me into my own house. Hildy, following him, pulled me along. Once we got in, I let go of Hildy and shut the kitchen door. She began leaping toward the boy and licked his face. "Take your jacket off," I said. "No, I have to keep it on," said the boy. "Who says?" "My mother." "You'll get hot." "Show me the house," said the boy. "Well, okay," I said. "This is the kitchen." "Show me the rest of the house," he said. "Whose car was that?" I said as I showed him the sitting room. He pivoted, looking out the sitting room window. "What car?" said the boy. "There was a car leaving the driveway." "I don't know," he said. "Maybe that was my mother's car." "How did you get here?" I can't remember if he answered. At some point, while I was showing him the dining room next to the sitting room and the hallway leading to the back porch, he said, "What's that other room?" He pointed back toward the kitchen. "Well, the kitchen." "Oh, you mean the mask room?" "You have to see the mask room." We walked through a door in the dining room, into the kitchen again, and then toward the door in the corner leading to a room on the end of the house. "Careful, there's one step." I led the way down the single step into my favorite room in the house. It was my whole family's favorite room. We ate there, watched TV there, had fires in the fireplace there, and it was where the masks were. I turned on the light. "These don't scare you?" said the boy. "Scare me?" "The masks." Masks from all over the world, mostly New York City, grinned from the paneled walls. One was devil red. "I was scared of that when I was little," I said. "It was on the back of the bathroom door in the city. I wouldn't close the door when I went to the bathroom. I thought he was going to eat me." "Why do your parents have scary masks?" "They love masks," I answered. "Oh my God," shouted the boy. He was looking at the mask above the fireplace. It was all copper and appeared to be the face of a dead man. "Is that a killer?" he said. "My aunt made that," I said. "It's my grandfather." "Hey, he's eating that little man." "He's not eating anything," I said. "He's asleep." "Oh!" I saw that the boy was staring at a papier-mâché elephant with mirrored surfaces on its pink ears. On its tongue was a fellow in tux and tails. "That's my favorite mask," I said. "Want a Coke?" I added, "We have Coke." The boy darted to the kitchen but tripped over the one step. I laughed, seeing him pitch forward. "I have to see the other rooms," he said. "Do you like this house?" I asked. "What's that room on the other side of the hall?" "I was going to show you that, but you wanted to see the mask room." "Come on." "But you don't want a Coke?" "I don't want to eat anything here." "You don't want to drink anything?" The boy didn't answer. His eyes widened when he saw the baby grand in the living room. "What kind is that?" he said. "What kind?" He raced to the piano and looked at the lettering above the keys. "It's not a Steinway?" he said. "It's a piano," I said. "How old is this?" he said, looking at the lettering. "I don't know," I said. "Let's go upstairs," he said. He ran past me and up the steps leading from the hallway. "Careful of the carpet," I said. "There's a split." He crumpled as he fell at the top of the stairs. "You tripped on it," I said. He got up. "That's my room on the left," I said. "You have a porch up here?" he said. He pulled at the door on the landing leading to the sun porch. "Want to see it?" I turned the lock and we went onto the porch. Light snow fell on the railings. "That's the maple tree," I said, pointing. "I got stuck up there just after we moved. The neighbors had to climb up and take me down. I was little." This had been 6 months before. "Is there another porch?" he said. "Yes, through my parents' room." We went back inside and into the room across from my bedroom. "There's another step," I said as I led him through a little door. We went into another hall and into my mother's study. I opened a door in the study to another porch. We saw the pine trees looking Christmassy in the new snow. As we left the study, I pointed down the staircase. "That's the hidden staircase," I said. "It's steep." I led the way, and he slid halfway down. I was knocked down, and my feet hit the door at the bottom. "Hey, the door opened when I hit it," I said, laughing. "This is scary," he said. "Burglars will never know there's a staircase here," I said. We went through the door. "I bet you don't know where we are," I said. We were in another hallway, a small one. "Where are we?" he said. "Look behind me." He ran past me shouting, "The kitchen!" "Isn't it amazing?" I said. I was echoing my mother's tour guide patter. "I'll show you the third floor," I said. I led him from the kitchen again into the sitting room in the hallway, up the main steps, down the upstairs hall, and up the third floor steps. I showed him my brother's rooms, the modernized ones of the sort the Brady Bunch kids had on a show which wouldn't premiere for another 5 years. "It looks like a development house here," I said, not knowing quite what a development house was. "My mother hates this floor." We went back to the Victorian floors. Just as I was showing him the way to get a little gray spot on your hand from the emission of steam from the radiator, the gravel crunched outside. My mother was getting out of her car. The boy ran to the kitchen phone and dialed. My mother, holding grocery bags, walked along the slate path leading to the kitchen door. "Bye," he said, hanging up the phone and running out before my mother could come in. He ran to the end of the driveway. "Who was that?" my mother said. "I don't know," I said. I have named him for this story Hikitakia Munbaj. A beige car slowed by the end of the driveway, and of course he got in. "Whose car is that?" said my mother. "I don't know," I said. "What do you mean you don't know him?" my mother said. I have never known what not knowing who he was or whose car it was meant. I never saw Hikitakia Munbaj again. My mother told me I should never have invited him.